Anyway, as we know, Cory Booker is locked in a pretty, look, he's going to win, I think, but it's certainly tighter than it should be. Cory Booker, we've had all sorts of things to say about him. We're obviously not huge fans of Cory Booker's Wall Street politics on this show, to say the least.
I don't know. You don't think Cory Booker is shaking in his boots after hearing this Aide's strategy for Lonigan?
Yeah, I would say so. Cory Booker's running against the guy who's completely insane, who's totally.
Honestly, I just knew he was like a Tea Party figure, like one of those the Tea Party guys who wants to come in and be like Ted Cruz and be like Mike Lee, be like Rand Paul. But I didn't really hear much from him. And then I saw the last debate, a bit of the last debate between him and Booker. It was the last one before the special election.
Right.
And I really could not. This guy is worse, in my opinion, than Ted Cruz, Mike Lee, Rand Paul, all these Tea Party guys. This guy is just unbelievable. I couldn't. Just one moment is still in my head where he was asked about a same-sex couple having a child, what his belief on that is, and his answer to that: biologically impossible.
Right.
That was not duh.
Right.
Like he thought he was so smug. He was so smart and smug. It was.
He's basically Lonigan. Who's this? He's basically a local Koch brothers fixer in New Jersey, and he's been making the whole argument like, Cory Booker likes to get pedicures. Cory Booker likes to get manicures. He's not a real man. I don't get. I mean, very, very weird and bizarre stuff. It's been his whole campaign. So, anyways, it came out recently, and I've not been following the story really at all. It seems like less than much ado about nothing to me. But as we know, another thing about Cory Booker is very active on social media, and he interacts with a lot of people on social media, and that is true. That's not just spin from Cory Booker. He's all over the place with social media. It came out that he was exchanging direct messages with a woman that he had met through a documentary film that he was appearing in, that she was also appearing in on social media. And this woman was a stripper. And he's exchanged direct messages with her. Now to be clear, like, these direct messages were like Anthony Weiner's, like, here. I mean, I guess you can't see this visually, but, like, this is so PG. It is so, I mean, it's like, Cory Booker saying, "Hey, the East Coast loves you," and by the East Coast I mean me. And she goes, "No, now I'm blushing." And he goes, "I'm blushing." Like, it's nothing. It is so minuscule, it's ridiculous. So basically, at first, Lonigan's campaign tried to make an issue of this. Like, he's talking to a stripper, and there was all this, slut shaming and all the rest. Cory Booker, to his credit, kind of was like, "Look, I talk with a lot of people over social media. Look, who cares? Who knows? Maybe Cory Booker's a single guy, for that matter. So even if he was trying to get with her, there isn't even a story here. Like, so what? He's flirting with a pretty woman on Twitter. Like, what? Well, no harm, no foul. What's the problem? Who cares?" And he wasn't. It was not. I mean, again, everything that's come out beyond innocuous. Playful flirting between two people of a
respectful, actually. It wasn't some dirty diatribe. It was like
the most sympathetic you felt. I mean, look, the part of Cory Booker. I mean, I've a huge amount of criticism of the guy, but he seems like a nice enough guy, and this isn't like a deviation from it. So, anyways, seeing that the strategy of talking about Cory Booker interacting with a stripper over DM, direct messages on Twitter, was not working, Lonigan's senior strategist, Rick Shafton, chose to approach the matter with a different strategy, to flip the script, as it were. And what this former strategist did, is he called up and did an on-the-record interview with Hunter Walker at Talking Points Memo. And, he wanted to give the guy, I can't do Jersey, so I'm just going to do Scott Brown for this. You have to forgive me. He wanted to give the guy perspective on what Cory Booker, was doing over DM with the stripper. And he's like, So he quotes. He's talking. This is Shafton talking about Booker. He's a strange guy. I mean, what he said to her is like what a gay guy would say. I mean, it was just weird. I mean, to me, hey, you know. I would say, hey, and this is quotes. You got really hot breasts, man. I'd love to suck on them. Then, like, yeah, cool. But, like, he didn't do that. It was kind of like, I don't know. It was like what a gay guy would say to a stripper. It's the way he was talking to her. It's just like there was no sexual interest at all. I don't know. To me, if I was single and, you know, some stripper was tweeting me, I would take advantage of the perks of the office, you know? By the way, I have to say, like, I don't like this whole, like, sounds gay, doesn't sound gay thing. But, like, getting back to the first part of this comment, I would love to, you got really hot breasts, man. I would love to suck on them. Look, I'm not going to say it sounds gay. It sounds a little bro-y. You know, I don't know that that's what you'd say to a girl.
It sounds like something that would come from the party that just objectifies women.
But it also doesn't, I mean, even from it even sounds like, you know, I want to suck your breasts, man. I mean, it's not like, it goes without saying that this whole thing is demeaning.
That's not so much bro as it is a political aide who's trying to talk like he thinks the kids are talking like today.
Oh, that's what the kids are talking like. Because
Cory Booker's like young and hip and he does the social media thing.
Yeah, that's why he's a homo.
He would be like, suck on them breasts, man. And then he would like probably listen to like, I don't know, a little Wayne song or something. Like that's probably what these guys think.
That's what Lil Wayne says. Lil Wayne says, I'd love to suck on your hot breasts, man. It's a big Lil Wayne song. And then Drake he's a little bit more sensitive. So he said, may I inquire as to if I could suck on your hot breasts, man. That was Drake's more romantic edition of the same concept. Anyways, and he wasn't done. So you would think at this point, if you had you weren't just completely demented. In addition, I mean, this should all go without saying that, like, every part of this is wrong. It's completely, like, it's insane. It's sexist. It's demeaning. It's stupid. But he's not done.
It's homophobic.
It's homophobic. I mean, and that's been
this guy is real. Actually, to this guy's credit, the right wing's got to pat this guy in the. This guy's managed to wrap it all up into one big ball.
We're gonna get to that because this guy's been great so far from a Republican perspective. He goes on to say he's not done. This is strange. I mean, it's just weird. It's like I don't know who she is. I don't know anything about her. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You can't follow her on Twitter. On her Twitter page and not know she's got those great breasts? How do you fucking not know? Shafton continued.
First of all, I would like to say that the fact that this guy's name is Shafton. I mean, I thought it was faked at first. Like, there's no way that was a real guy's name. And then they showed pictures of him and how he's an actual person.
But then he goes on. He's like, it's impossible not to know she's got these effing great breasts and not know. And then he goes on to say. Shafton says, it's just too odd. And people, they just wonder, like, who does this guy really want to work for? Who's he representing? That's amazing. If you don't, so if you don't
listen, even if you only want to look at it on like a political scale, like take out all the issues where he's demeaning to women, he's being homophobic, he's just being downright disrespectful on every social norm possible. The fact, let's parse that one line. If I was him, I would have taken advantage of the perks of the office. Is he trying to say that Steve Lonigan, if he received a DM from some stripper, he would say to himself, well, I am the senator of New Jersey. Let's take advantage of this. Like, what?
He probably will, hey, look, I'm not as good a man as Mayor Lonigan. What a scumbag. And he goes on. And then he's talking about Lonigan now. He goes, he's a great candidate, man. I mean, you know when the candidate's like says to you, Rick, grow a pair of balls. I always like to hear that because Steve wants to win. Anyways.
You sure the Shafton didn't have a job as like like a a New York City construction worker before he got this job.
And then he got off of the phone and he was just like, Corey, I think we're all right. So Cory Booker, and actually, and to give, again, I feel weird about this. This is nothing.
Not to mock construction workers.
Not.
More like one of those like cartoon-esque like movie style construction workers. Like this guy is over the top.
Like the guy who's like that that overdone scene in the first 5 minutes of the movie. These guys like ass hanging out, and you're like, okay, come on, guys. Like don't write such a character.
This guy's totally the guy where you're walking down the street and a girl walks the opposite way, and you see the guy in front of you completely 100%. Not even try to hide it, turn and do a 180, and you're just like, dude, what's wrong with you?
And he's just like, dude, did you see that? Oh my god! So Cory Booker, to Cory Booker's credit, Cory Booker actually in the response to condemning these comments said, look, how would you feel if your daughter was reading that, and and there's all of this stuff that like just because this woman makes her living as a stripper. It's the sexist comments about all women, but frankly, it's like, look, I don't, she makes her living as a stripper. What does that mean? Is that like carte blanche for complete disrespect and dehumanization?
What are you doing, Corey? You're treating this stripper like a human being?
Exactly.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
What are you, gay or something?
Was she a person or something?
Yeah, what is she, a person? Oh, that's the gayest thing I've ever heard. But anyways, as we were saying before, this guy should get credit because he's voicing in Jersey style modern Republican politics, but he was fired by the Lonergan campaign, and Lonergan's campaign released a statement saying that this guy did not reflect their values. What values doesn't he reflect of your campaign, dude? You've made this candidate Lonergan has literally come out and said, Cory Booker's like to get pedicures and manicures. I like scotch and a cigar. That's the same thing. It's just the guy said it in a more funny way than you.
Listen, I'm all for my aides making fun of the gays. I'm all for my aides objectifying women. But listen, I enjoy strippers. Don't put them down.
Yeah. I respect those broads.
They
work hard. This is
really?
This is the brain of the Republican Party. So that guy, if those people had any intellectual integrity and any guts, he would get a promotion and he would get a broader consulting contract from the Republican National Committee. Because that's what they think and that's who they are.